All right, so let me play this tape. He is outraged at Oklahoma City. By the way, Orlando's bad 9-game losing streak snapped it and dominated OKC. Here's Antonio Daniels.
This is your job. This is your livelihood. It is embarrassing that teams continue to have their coming out games against the Oklahoma City Thunder. Somebody on this roster has to show some sort of emotion and some sort of passion that will trickle down the line to everyone else. You cannot continue to go out every game and just talk about doing the right things, not do the right things, and expect a different result.
All right, it seems very, very accurate to me, Stephen. Do you think that will resonate?
That's my boy. I love Antonio. His voice is just hilarious to me.
No one's supposed to do that.
Yeah, he does have a high pitch.
He has a funny
voice. Is he going to resonate?
I think what he's saying is right, but it's not going to be respected from him because he wasn't that physical. He was soft.
He was a finesse player.
He was he was a finesse. He was an athlete, but he wasn't that physical guy. He wasn't that get-in-your-face guy.
Right.
Remember when Tony Parker came, Tony Parker took his spot first year in San Antonio. So he's right, but it's not respected coming from him.
Okay, but let's get to the issue, though. They're 2-9 on the road.
Right.
So LeBron gets Jeff Green, Isaiah Thomas isn't healthy, Kyle Korver, Channing Frye, he's MacGyver, and they go on a 9-game winning streak. And
Crowder.
Nice defensive player. Okay. Russell Westbrook gets a Hall of Famer in Melo. Paul George is an A player. Steven Adams better every time you watch him, and they can't win road games.
Right.
Isn't this on Westbrook? Come on now, you're the MVP of the league now. Come on.
I'm not gonna put this on Westbrook. When this season first started, I said this team has to worry about playing defense. They're 4th in the league in defense, so I was wrong. I would be the first to say that this team will have no problem scoring. They're 4th in assists. 4th in defense, 28th in assists. They're not sharing the ball. Their shooting percentage is terrible.
Terrible.
28, excuse me, shooting percentage.
Their
They're
offensive numbers are awful.
You didn't expect that coming from this team with 3 of the best offensive players in the league on the same team.
But 2 are really selfish offensive guys, aren't they?
And that's why I say these guys need to play their position. Russ, be a point guard. Paul George, be a shooting guard. Plays are most of the offensive plays are for Paul George. Most plays in the NBA are for shooting guards, and on any team. Most plays are for shooting guards because those are guys that come off and get shots. Melo, you are a power forward now. You have to post up. You have to rebound. You have to play like a power forward. I think the only person that's playing their role to a T is Steven Adams because I said he will be the MVP of that team at the beginning of the season. He's the only one playing well.
No, he's playing great.
He's playing great.
So your problem is outside of Steven Adams, they don't have an identity offensively. Melo's still trying to be a perimeter player. Paul George tried. So your problem was that they don't have. But isn't that Westbrook's job to say, fellas, I'm the quarterback. You go there. You go there. That's what Brady does. That's what LeBron does.
Right.
I'll do this. You do that. You can hate me.
Right.
That's on Westbrook, is it not?
And that's what. And you're exactly right. That's why I say he has to be a point guard. He can't be Elgin Baylor this year. He has to be a point guard. He has to be a little smarter in his shot, his decision making and his shot taking. A lot smarter when you have 2 great scorers on the side of you.
Okay, Cavs are on a 9-game winning streak. Listen, I respect it, and I respect the Celtics winning streak. But in the NBA, who have you played? The Eastern Conference is a hot mess. What do you make? Let's just look at the Cavs. 9-game winner. Do you like it? What do you think of it?
I love it. I've said this from the jump. They have the best roster from 1 to 15 in the NBA because they have all veterans. You got to look at the guys that everybody on their team has been tested in some way. A lot of those guys been in big games. A lot of those guys been in playoff games. A lot of those guys on the roster have a championship. They have an experienced team along with the Kang, K-A-N-G, LeBron James, okay? They're in the best position they could be in. I'm not surprised by the 9-game winning streak. They'll probably go up to 15.
How is Isaiah Thomas going to work in this offense? We know Derrick Rose and LeBron just don't click. So you tell me, you've been around this league. Isaiah's going to come back at, the trading deadline, All-Star break, whenever. He comes back, let's say, February 10th. How's it going to work? Is he going to be a true point? Is he going to be a 2? What is he going to be?
He's going to be both. I think for when he's in the game with LeBron, he's going to be more of a facilitator. Where LeBron can come off the ball and be more of a scorer and run plays for LeBron. And I think when LeBron checks out, this is his time to be the Isaiah he was in Boston. Be real aggressive on offense and control the team and carry the team when LeBron's not in the game. I think he's going to fill that role in great.
By the way, you have no resentment for LeBron. I was reading a Cleveland writer the other day, Terry Pluto. He's a terrific sports writer, and he was saying you can sense it's palpable. Half the people hate LeBron. Every time I talk to you off the air, you love LeBron. You've never had any animosity. You on the air you like him, but it's not an act. When I talk to you off the air, you're like, man, he's the king. Why? Where does the animosity come from?
It's great you have me because you know I don't respect too many basketball players.
You don't, and you always
I don't.
And you always speak well of him.
Because not only has he's been squeaky clean, not only is he the best all-around player of all time, but what he's done for the game outside of basketball. You know, he's speaking up when he should speak up.
Social
issues. Social issues. As far as the reason why everybody's making $100 million in the NBA now is because of LeBron. Yeah. Let's be real.
It's player movement.
He's a player's player. He's done a lot for the players in the league, and you have to commend him for that. There's a lot of players that come through this league with that star power that don't speak up and don't even care about other players. He cares about the first guy to the 15th guy in the league, and I love that about him, for him being the best player in the league.
When you would go against LeBron, you didn't guard LeBron, but you're a physical player.
I slammed him down. You got to get the footage. I think his first year in the league, when I was in Atlanta Hawks, he went up for a dunk, and I grabbed him and slammed him to the ground, and we got up face to face like we were about to fight. His first year in the league, I remember that, but he understood I was competing, and it's never been any bad blood, but I respect the guy for what he's done for the game and off the court.
So, Lonzo Ball last night, Christine was at the game. She watched all of it. I watched parts of it. I didn't see. He had a really good stretch, apparently, where he was terrific. I was bouncing around on TV last night.
I think he's seen our show. I think he's seen us. We'll talk about it.
Now, again, last night was a good night for him.
Yes.
Listen, it was 70-second stretch where he made 2 threes and I believe a layup.
That's pretty good.
Nice.
70 seconds.
But his numbers were overall were not. Now, again, it's the regular season.
Yeah.
Right.
Stephen, you were a rare player that you actually cared about defense in November.
Right.
There's like 9 of you in the league.
Right.
There's 9 of you. Tony
Thanks to
Allen.
Popovich.
Yeah. But just give me your sense when you talk to players and your sense on Lonzo. Because I still contend De'Aaron Fox is struggling in Sacramento. Between his loudmouth dad and the fishbowl of the Lakers, we're just eating this kid alive. I think he's going to be okay.
I've been saying it from the jump. He's going to be fine. He's not going through anything that any other rookie hasn't been through. It's just the light is on him. You know, from all the stuff his dad said, from him being a top pick, you know, everything is on him. But he did last night, and that's why I say he listened to our show last time. He did what we said. Just go out and play, have fun. Don't worry about coming out of the game. I need to get them going. Don't worry about coming out being J Kidd. Don't worry about trying to do what Magic say. Damn sure don't listen to Luke Walton because he's just feeding you with a whole bunch of BS. He's a great kid. He's going to come through. No, you need to go out there and play basketball and play the game like you love it. And he did it last night.
Now, Stephen, it's interesting. You have a similar. You went to a junior college, and you lasted how long?
A week or two.
And then you went to the NBA. So you have this common experience where you didn't have a lot. And by the way, college basketball, Lonzo played in the Pac-12. He probably faced 2 NBA guys all year. I mean, you know the way college basketball is. There's about 6 NBA guys maybe you see all year in the Pac-12, maybe. So go back to, and you're a physical dude. You told me you came in with a chip on your shoulder.
Ready to go.
Lonzo ain't. He's Chino Hills.
Right.
That's the burbs.
Right.
Go back to your rookie year. How overwhelming is it?
It was unbelievable considering, I broke both of my feet, tried out for 18 NBA teams before I made it to the NBA. It was a crazy road. But when I got there, it was hard because all these older guys didn't respect you. They looking at you like you don't belong. I'm coming from overseas. These guys have been in the league a while. They're in their seventh, eighth year. They're looking at me like, how's this guy just going to come in and play? So, and they treat you bad. They foul you, and the game is different. Like, even if you think you're good, you're not good. And you realize how good you are when you play against these guys. These guys are really good. So you get a reality check. I don't care who you are. I don't care what pick you are. When you go in the NBA your first year, it's a reality check because you're not as good as you think you are. Everybody's not LeBron James.
And by the way, then after your rookie year in the league, you get that off season to work.
Right.
Did you notice your second year? You were absolutely, it was different. The game felt different. You caught up to the speed.
Well, my third year, because my second year I was on injury reserve in San Antonio. So my third year, when I got a chance to actually play and start, I grew that year. And you got to think, I was with great coaches. I played for great coaches. So I didn't just learn on the court. I had Greg Popovich, Larry Brown, Don Nelson, Rick Carlisle.
Damn.
I played for all great coaches, Hall of Famers. Then I played with guys like David Robinson, Tim Duncan, Danny Ferry, Steve Kerr, Steve Smith. I was lucky. I was totally blessed to be around great. I learned so much about the game. That's why I have so much knowledge now.
Good seeing you, bud.
Great to be here.
Stephen Jackson.
Always.
Good stuff. Coming up next, Phillip Rivers was not happy with what happened to Eli Manning, and you'll have to hear that. Greg Cosell, top of the hour. You guys know tough weather hits. The right wipe